Walk around the compound, see some tigers. Hi, beautiful. Hi, sweetie pie. It's your birthday today. Yeah, it's your birthday. 21. Woo! Party! Party! Yeah. Raven's 21 today. As of when I'm filming this. So, what sort of drink do you think Raven would be Raven's go-to? What do you think that she'd like? Oh, my locker just fell off. Oh, jeez. Gotta secure that. There we go. Oh, that was almost disastrous. Huh. Hi, ZZ. Hey, ZZ. Hey, baby. How are you? She is still not gotten her head fully wrapped around the whole concept of Ezra. She's like, nope, don't like it. I don't think that there's any place for him. If you could just send him back from whence he came, that would be great. I would approve. That's what ZZ says. Of course, Meek is different. Meek. Hey, baby. Oh my goodness. That was pretty adorable. You gonna come over here? Come on. Come here, Meek. Meek! Oh, I feel faint. Oh no, my blood sugar. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Ooh. 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 Hi. Hey, baby. Yeah, he's a good girl. A good girl. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Don't pee on me. Who's that? We're trying to do.
Good job, Lisa. Trying to get him out.
Oh, you're trying to get Ezzy out?
And now Mika.
Oh man. So the cats are not supposed to be in this area. They're supposed to be over there. Well, it seems like that's not going so well. You should fix that. So she's trying to get Ezra's attention, trying to get his mind on her because she's got some chicken. And then Mika is like, oh my gosh, you brought me chicken. Oh my gosh, you brought me chicken. That's so nice of you. I really appreciate that. You didn't bring any chicken for Mika? Like, why are you so mean? Why don't you like her? But why don't you like her though? That's what she says you don't. Ez! Ezzy! Ez! Ah, well, I did all that I could. Oh, thanks. Oh. See, now Zara just came in. Made it, and he's moved even further into the alleyway. I think it's like I think that the lawnmower that's going on right now is just kind of maybe freaking him out a little bit. Trying to be secretive? Oh my gosh. Meek. Emily thinks you're dumb.
I think she's dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard her say it. I did not say that.
Yeah, I've heard her say it too.
Oh my God.
Mika,
Don't listen to her.
Emily is
Don't listen.
always talking crap.
Don't listen to them.
Hi, Zizi.
I'm the one who sat out here in the rain
Yeah.
for them. Technically him.
Sat out in the rain and just pointed at Mika, just being just like, wow, how dumb is she?
So talk to her.
Sa-
Please find a nicer.
There's kitties in here. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Probably gonna have to try again a different day. Hi Rachel, how are you? I am so super as well. Oh my gosh. Hello all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. OMG. We are back. It's Thursday. I mean, technically it's Sunday when I'm filming this, but it's Thursday. You can see that this enclosure was recently cleaned. The rake lines. And then there's some pee. It's like a pea covered like a Zen garden. Anytime you see those rake lines, that's like, oh, that's a pretty good indicator that, well, the enclosure was just raked. Cassie! Oh. You can also see little Pete's prints. See your little Pete's prints. Cassie, Cassie, Cassie! Sass! Cassie! It's not even that. It's actually rather agreeable out right now. It's rather pleasant. Move that. Cassie! Cassie! I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. Come on. You come to me. Hey! Why didn't you want to come out? He says, it's pretty nice in here. And look, you came in, so I guess I didn't have to. Isn't that right? Hi, baby. Hey, Sassfax. Yeah. I suppose you're an okay girl. Kinda, sorta good, maybe. Whatevs. Your guys' air conditioner isn't even turned on yet. It's still early. Hi, me. Hi, Mr. Milo. They just kind of like this in here. It's like their little cave. Just feels safe. Their little fortress of solitude. But yeah, Ace is not in here because he is over. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Certain things. Stuff running into each other. There we go. Oh my gosh. There's Ace. There's Ace. It was his birthday yesterday. 22. 22. You got Raven that's 21. He's got Ace that's 22. You got some old kitties. Got some old yeppards. And he's still doing pretty decent. He still gets up and gets to his, goes onto his mattress and goes into his cave and just kind of bounces around. All that stuff. Hi, bud. Still hates me. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's doing all right. There we go. There's Noe up there, not wanting to really interact. See too many people, so we're just gonna move on. If they're not gonna want to interact, then I'm gonna find a cat who will. And it's not because it's like, yeah, well, screw you. Oh my gosh. It's not like a screw you thing kind of. So we just got to keep the show going. And I'm not going to sit there and just kind of bug you for no particular reason. Don't put that in there. Don't put that in there. Don't put that in there. She's gonna, no. We're putting in new pools, those concrete structures, and a lot of the enclosures are getting them, and fill them up with water. Don't you do it. Don't put it in there. And the thing with tigers in the water a lot of times, and this actually harkens back to like instinctual stuff when they're out in the wild. They'll have a kill some sort of animal, gazelle, deer, whatever. Actually, not a gazelle, because there's no gazelles in the... Are there gazelles in in like Asia, like in India and stuff like that? I don't know. You should know about these things, Derek. Yeah, well, I don't. Someone else Google that for me. But they'll get themselves a deer. I know they hunt deer. And then they'll find like a creek or a river inside their territory. And then they'll take the carcass after they've eaten on it for a bit. They'll take that carcass after they've been chewing on it, after they've kind of been filling themselves up, and then they will stick it into the water. And it actually acts as a coolant. It actually acts as a refrigeration kind of thing. It's just it's a behavior that they have adapted, you know, over the course of oh gosh, probably just millions of years of evolution. And it's interesting. I guess it's kind of interesting because you got to sit there and think that there was, at some point, you know, an ancestor, and maybe it was actually a tiger. Maybe it was when they started to actually form into what we would now consider tigers, or maybe it was like more of a common ancestor, like a precursor to tigers, like a different type of animal that developed that instinctual proclivity towards putting their meat into water. But it just so happened that however long ago, how many generations previous, it could go back millions of years, there was an animal who just had the weird kind of behavior, like, what if I just do this? For no reason. It's just that's what they did. Yeah. And it comes to find out that it actually helped them. There was a strategic benefit. They were able to increase their caloric intake because they were able to keep their kills longer, or the viability. They weren't losing, like an animal that they killed, they weren't losing it to potentially other, you know, predators or scavengers, and then also to rot. They weren't losing it to rot. So that means that they got to eat more. It means that they got stronger. It means that the chances of them being able to successfully bear and raise offspring was increased. That's a lot of times how that works. And then they were able to basically just kind of pass on that kind of behavior to the babies. Neat. Very neat. It's just strange how some of that stuff can, you know, I just wonder. But you wonder if that's how that kind of came to be. And it wasn't, you know, and sometimes that stuff is just, it just happens to be the thing that is advantageous at the time. So, it's just something that gets biologically adopted. Hi, Papa. How are you? Your eye's kind of goopy. So one good eye. Don't want that getting messed up. Trying to get a little bit warm. Or, you know, actually, not that bad. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hi. I didn't mean to startle you. I thought that you could hear me coming. I was sitting there like talking and whatnot. I wasn't like trying to like make my presence a secret. Okay. Try this again. Butt scratches. Butt scratches. There we go. Pretty good? Alright. So I guess that was agreeable. And teleport. Alright, look at this pretty girl. Ooh, hi, baby. Hi, beautiful. Capture. Nice. Good girl. What a good girl you are. Pretty. Nice. Yeah, she's still doing a tour. Hi, Nano. Hey, Nano Bano. Savannah to the banana. They still got a tour going on right now. A little bit later than what I was expecting. Hi, bud. What do you think? What do you know? What do you want to say to the people? You want to just like kind of say hi? Just people that tune in. They're avid webcast watchers. They're avid casters. I don't know. Sure, Pride members and everything. I think that there's like different subsets, different variations and variants. Oh, he's not over here. And if you're an avid / regular consumer of the webcast, well, what is that? Pridecaster? I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't really have like a whole tremendous amount going on. I mean, like, well, don't have a like tremendous like amount of things to kind of think about and talk about. That is pretty cute, and it's fresh water too. They dumped everything out. You can see the ground's all wet. That's nice. Hi, bud. Hi, mister. Yeah, you're a good looking boy. Good looking boy. Had a visit from someone who's very important to, you know, my experience out here. Actually, she's the person that introduced me to this place, the person that brought me here. Hi, my boys. Hi, my boys. Hi. It's okay. It's okay. Hi. Hi, mister. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Confusing emotions, but it's okay. We can hang out. And we don't have to get too crazy. We're just hanging out now. Yeah. It's so conflicted. It's the hat. There you go. Okay. Bye, boys. Oh my gosh. Oh, Raleigh is such a mess. That's a nice coat you got there. You She's a pharmacist or a wacky scientist. That's the those are the lemur coats that the girls wear whenever they go into the lemur enclosure to give them food and stuff. Hey, Boo Boom, how you feeling? Yeah, but there was this friend, young woman. Her name is Mindy, and she was a volunteer here years ago. I mean, like just tremendously active volunteer. Big part of the organization, but had to move. Had to relocate and has not been back for a very, very long time. Came back actually this weekend. It was her. She was the one that told me that this place existed. And it was a completely random encounter, too. It's a completely random encounter. We happen to live in the same apartment complex. And hi, bud. This was back in 2006. I didn't even have my own computer back then, and there was like a little computer room, like in the front office. So if you were a resident there, like you had access to the computer room, you could go down and check your AOL. You could ask Jeeves, some questions. But went down there, and then she was down there, and she was checking her MySpace page. And then on the background of the MySpace page was some tigers. And I've loved tigers ever since I was a little guy. So I see that as, strike up a conversation. I'm like, oh, look, tigers. So you like tigers, huh? And then she's like, oh, I actually know these tigers. And I'm like, please explain. Please explain. Hi, mister. I'm just gonna slide this ever so gently. And then I'm gonna do, there we go. Yeah, she says, I know these tigers. And then she starts telling me about this place. She starts telling me about care and about how she volunteers here. And I just start getting I'm besides myself. I am bewildered. I am stunned that a place like that exists. And it's like a dream of mine to be able to kind of, work around animals like this and work alongside animals. And I asked, is there a way that regular folks can get involved? And she says, well, we're always looking for volunteers. Always looking for dedicated volunteers. In fact, I'm going to be heading there this weekend. And I said, can you look, I don't know you, but can you just take me? I'll drive. That's what I said. And she's like, yeah. And she did. She brought me here. the rest is history. I got kind of hooked. I came here and I came here that first time and I just instantly fell in love with it. And I just kept on coming back. Like literally the next weekend. I didn't, and this was, I didn't have, I only had maybe, I think I had like a flip phone at the time. Hi, mister. See, he's a lot better off when when Zubiri's not around. Yeah, where's my boy? There's my boy. Yeah, I know. It's like you have some weird form of just aggression. It's like affection, aggression. Affection, aggression. I think aggression is better. It's a real case of the aggressions. Aggressive affection. Hi. Yeah, you're handsome. You're a good boy. Oh, Zuby just wanted to say hi. Zuby just wanted to say hi to me. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I know, bud, I know. I'll come back when everyone's calmed down. But yeah, that first weekend, or no, the second weekend, this is, you gotta think, like, this is before, like, GPS, maybe, like, GPS was, like, around, like, if you had a TomTom in your car, then maybe, Now you just, your phone just happens to be, like, in your vicinity. Google, yes? McDonald's. Right away, sir. So, I had a general idea of like where the place was because I just was sitting at my apartment. I was just feeling restless, and I didn't. I just kind of woke up and I'm like, all right, I want to find this place again. I want to go back there. I want to go back. And I kind of remembered the rough, like the general gist of where it was. Mind you, it was like an hour and a half drive, like into the countryside. So from where I was originally, hour and a half drive into the countryside, and just all the different twists and turns and whatnot. I didn't write down where I was going that first weekend. So the second weekend, I was literally driving around because I got up to here. I did find my way to Bridgeport, easy, but it was like the little kind of weird turns to get to this place. Not so good. I didn't do so well. I was driving around the countryside for 3 hours. I was driving around the countryside for 3 hours. And then I would stop at maybe at a gas station, like literally in the middle of the country. And be like, do you know where this is gonna sound weird, but you know that there's a place, Tigers? You know what that is? And then you have to understand, like, there is a relative degree of local anonymity that this place has. There's a lot of people who live in this county or even in the town. They have no idea that we exist. They really do. It's fascinating when you'll talk to someone who like drives by randomly, and they literally, it's like the town is about 2 miles. It's it. Just like a couple roads. That's it. I've been living in Bridgeport for, gosh, like 30 years. I never even knew that this place was here. And it's like, well, yeah, we're here. They're like, my goodness. Do you got like a pamphlet or something? I'm like, yeah, here you go. So you have to understand this. That's the other thing that people like, they confuse that about like small towns or like small like rural areas. Not everyone knows each other. They don't. Okay. Like I grew up in a town of about 5,000 people, which is actually about the size of Bridgeport. Bridgeport's about 5,000 people, so it's actually, it's comparative in size to the place that I grew up, Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. And I'll tell other people maybe that I work with or that I kind of deal with, people who have grown up in large metropolitan areas. And I tell them, like, yeah, I grew up in a town about 5,000 people. Like, oh, so you're one of those places where everyone, like, knows everyone, right? And I'm just like, name 5,000 people. All right, just do it. Just go. Go. It's not how it works. Yes, there are small towns where, yeah, it's like you do have that kind of thing. Absolutely. Sure. But you'd be surprised how often, like, yeah, you can still kind of run into people like, oh gosh, I didn't even know. Hi, sweetie pie. How are you? Yeah, you're a good girl. So anyway, yeah, I go to some of these places, and they're, mind you, relatively, like, the places that I stopped and asked for directions, relatively close by. Not tremendously close, you know. The splash zone got a little wide. I go up and I sim, like, okay, there's a place around here where they have tigers, and do you know where that is? And there's, like, I remember this one, it's just like this lady. She's just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Nope, nothing like that around here. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm pretty sure that there is something like that around here because I was just here last week. Man, drove around for 3 hours. Finally found the place. It was like near the end of the day when all the work was already done. And I just showed up and I'm just like, hey, how you doing? How's everyone doing? And then they're just like, oh, hey, yeah, okay, you're that guy that was, yeah, you were here last week. I'm like, yeah. Like, well, we're already done with everything. And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys later. It's kind of, and I was just like, okay, all right. So that was like my first few times here. Yeah. And I just kept on coming. It just became like, yeah. From that first weekend, I came every weekend. I came every weekend. I went. It's except for like times maybe I would go home, like back to Wisconsin to visit or something like that. But yeah, I was here every weekend, and then it slowly evolved to where I was here like during the week, and then I was like spending more time here than I was spending at my apartment. It just slowly kind of turned into a thing. Yeah. 33 minutes and 10 seconds.